All right, guys, welcome to the IllumiChat Podcast. If you enjoy podcasts, you can find this on YouTube. If you want quick tips, check out our Instagram. So our topic today is most e-com brands focus on just traffic. Facebook ads, Google ads, influencers, maybe you tried SEO. But then you don't think about this. What happens when people arrive? That's actually where most stores are wreaking revenue. So here's the thing. You can set up ads. You can bring people there. You can do content. The real problem is actually the customer experience. A lot of people don't think about that. Okay, I got them on my site. What's next? Questions create hesitation. Hesitation kills conversions. Then support teams, if you have one, they can't respond instantly all the time. Sometimes they're busy working on features, fixing things, and people want questions quick. We're in a microwave generation. Shipping, product compatibility, sizing, returns. So that's the big problem. If we focus too much on just getting people there without supporting them, they will leave and you're just bleeding money. So IllumiChat fixed that by giving it shopping integration, FAQs, live chat examples. So actually you're using AI to demonstrate real conversations now. So we're not just bringing tons of people there. We're actually nurturing them when they come there. It's better to bring less people and nurture them than bring a ton of people and don't nurture them at all. So here's actually how this would look. A visitor comes in, they ask a question, FAQ, they get answers, then it shows them multiple examples. Maybe they ask for a size, colors, and then they get real benefits. And then what happens is you get faster response times. You get better customer experience. Say I come in and say, are these jeans in blue? I get answers, what size do you have? Medium, small, extra large. That saves your support team so much time because if you have 100 people asking that, it's not going to work. So the biggest thing is if your store is getting traffic, and a lot of stores are, you can run ads, but things aren't converting, you have high cart abandonment, what you have to do is now take a look and see how these people are being nurtured. Are they being nurtured? That's the big question we have to ask. See, put yourself in the shoes of a customer. A lot of people are too busy saying, hey, I'm just going to make the best product. I have no doubt your product is absolutely amazing. The issue is not just the product. That often is not the problem. And then they say, I just need to get traffic to the product. You've probably been there, right? You have the best product in the world, whatever it is. You have something that's amazing. And then you just think, hey, I'm going to get the product. It's already been proven. Tons of high conversions. Or you find it. You're drop shipping maybe. Or maybe it's a product you've made or you own. Then you just go on Meta ads, Google ads, or you get an SEO guy. Maybe you're making content like this. And you drive a whole bunch of traffic. And then all that traffic goes there, and then you have a 10% conversion rate, 5%. Maybe it's lower than that. Maybe it's 1 or 2%. You say, okay, that's good. Well, people are just coming through. Well, some people just want the product and they'll buy, right? So that's okay. But the big issue is the people who have a question. You could potentially be bleeding out 5 to 10 to 20%. Who knows? Maybe even 50% of the people just because of support. So literally, you could be losing hundreds of thousands, who knows, maybe even millions of dollars a year potentially by just doing this one thing. And that's IllumiChat. So IllumiChat, how it works is we have a demonstration video on YouTube, so go check that out. You simply set it up to answer questions. You give it FAQs. You give it the information it needs. You can customize the colors, make it look nice. It's just an information hub, an AI information hub with your store. So all you have to do is then sit there and allow it to answer questions. Now, if a question gets too complicated, I'm not going to lie, I can't fix every single thing. Like if they ask hey, are jeans in blue? Or is this, shirt in blue? Okay, what kind of shades of blue? Then it gives that. What sizes? Okay, is it water resistant? It can answer all of that. Now, if somebody has something super, super specific they need, then your team can step in. But it saves your team time too. So you're spending a lot of money on this store. You have to upkeep the store. So we have a Shopify subscription or an e-commerce subscription generally. We have the price for product stock. Then we have the price for ads or content. And if you're paying someone to do content or UGC. So you got to factor all that in. That's a lot of money already. You can't afford, in my opinion, to keep losing people. Very important. You got to get the conversions. You put all the work into the product. You put all the work into getting people there. But if you miss out on this one small piece of information, which is nurturing their journey if they need it, you could be bleeding tons of money. I've seen it. I've experienced it. So IllumiChat, you just set it up, you give it the colors, you give it the FAQs, you give it the store, it connects to your store, your e-commerce or Shopify. It can do both, or it can be a widget on your site. You have all the information. Then all you need to do is simply allow it to nurture customers and then have your support come in if something is, difficult or something needs escalated or it's not quite clear. And that's the big importance. I want to really stress this. You might be saying, like, why is this such an important topic? I know customer journey is important. A lot of people do. If you ask the average store owner, do you know, you need to nurture your customers, they'll say yes. But often, time and time again, we see people running ads, making content, having the product there. Then they're just bringing people to the store with no support. It would be like going to a car dealership. You have all the advertisements. They've got goods, they've got everything there. They've got the best warranty, the best cars. Then there's no salespeople. Can you imagine a car dealership and there's no nobody at the car dealer? You're just like, okay, I'm going to hand the guy money. Would it sell cars? Sure, somebody might come in, just say, I like this car, boom. But they need to test drive the car. They need to look at the car. They need to play around with the features. I don't know, maybe switch on the air conditioning and all that stuff. You wouldn't put a car dealership out there, get cars and then not have salespeople. That wouldn't make sense. You'd be like, oh, I'm not selling anything. Yeah. Or my conversions are way, way, way down. I mean, think about how funny that sounds. A car dealership without a car dealer. You're probably kind of laughing like, that's ridiculous. It is. Think about a Shopify store, an e-commerce store. You have an amazing product. You have people, yes, it's online, so there is a difference. But people still want to get all the information. You don't want to just spend like $100 on something or 50, even 20 or 30, and then just be disappointed. We've all been there. And you don't want to buy something faulty, and you don't want to buy something that could potentially cause problems. So what do? You need to inquire about it. And running ads, while helpful, is just one part of the equation. Finding a great product, while helpful, is just one part of the equation. And those are two very important parts. But the third part that's going to make it, that's going to make all the glue come together, just like the car dealership having a salesperson, is you having IllumiChat. And we have the user experience on YouTube, so you can actually see how to install it, what to do, where to go, how to get the code. You can get it started in 5 minutes. Now, the nice thing is, you might be thinking, okay, well, I'm just a business guy or girl, or I'm just a business person. Is this tough? And actually, you'll find out, no. You just need to click through a wizard. You don't have to be a genius. You don't even have to code. Yeah. You don't even have to code. You just have to go through. So the big question is up to you now. What do you want to do? Do you want to have it keep bleeding sales or potential sales? And can you afford that is another question, because you can't run ads forever if you're not making profit. Or do you want to try something different? And you can go to illumichat.com. You can click on the link below on YouTube, or if you're on Instagram above, depending on which platform you're on. After you click on that link, you can get started. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to set up. And you can watch my guide on how to do that. After you've done that, then you can go ahead, play around with it, customize it. It will take some customizing. And then watch as it helps your customers. If there is something you need to escalate, let the team handle it. Or let a support person or a VA handle it. And as you're running the ads, now you have a I'm not going to say fully because you need to do some work, but you have a semi-automated business and you have real conversions. And if that your store is your main source of income, whether it's e-commerce, Shopify, or something else, I think that's very important. So I hope you enjoyed this IllumiChat podcast. Guys, don't miss the most important aspect of this, which is nurturing the customers, not just running ads. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next episode.